Well, it seems that Aprilia has gotten a lot of us talking, and for the right reasons.
The Italian marque has finally debuted its latest bike, the RS457 in India, and right around one of the most exciting seasons, the Bharat Grand Prix. Aprilia racer Maverick Vinales and Aprilia CEO and MD Diego Graffi showcased the bike to the Indian public just a few days ago. And here's what everything that you should know about the new Aprilia RS457.
It's clear as the day that the RS457 has taken inspiration from the RS660. So you see the same sleek body panels, the compact build and the overall aerodynamic bodywork. But then Aprilia is also offering 3 color options, black with red, red with black and a white paint scheme as well. Then you also see similar hardware, that is USD front forks, a monoshock and a brand new frame. So is this just limited to the design and the hardware? Well, no. The RS457 has also received an underboard version of the 660's parallel twin 270-degree crank engine. And in typical parallel twin fashion, we expect the 457 to have a fairly linear power band and also be a high revving engine. Now, this is a parallel twin motor with a 270-degree crank, so that means it will have healthy mid-range torque, but again a fairly linear power delivery band rather than an outright burst at the low end and on the high end. As we mentioned earlier, the RS457 gets a 270-degree crank. So what it does is, it offers a very healthy mid-range to the bike, and considering the new RS is a sports bike, you can also expect it to have good top end as well. Now for reference, Aprilia says that the RS457 makes around 47 bhp, which is about 2 bhp more than the Kawasaki Ninja 400 and around a bhp more than the new KTM 390 Duke. And for reference, the RS457 weighs around 159 kg, which is 6 kilos lighter than the KTM Duke and around 8 to 9 kilos lighter than the Kawasaki Ninja 400. And considering this is a parallel twin motor, you can expect it to have a fairly linear power delivery, and a high revving for this motor shouldn't really be a task. And obviously, the motor gets a 6-speed gearbox, but Aprilia will also offer a quick shifter as an optional accessory if that is what you would want for clutchless upshifts and downshifts. Now, Aprilia has used a new aluminum frame for the RS457 and it gets a rear subframe as well. And this is mounted on 41mm USD front forks with preload adjustability and a monoshock with also preload and probable rebound adjustability as well. And considering the bigger RSs have been fairly sharp and agile in terms of handling, and the 400cc benchmarks, that is the RC 390 and even the Kawasaki Ninja 400, are just as sharp, agile and stable in the corners, we also expect the RS457 to mimic the same character, considering that is what its rivals currently offer. Now, speaking of the remaining hardware, the RS457 comes with a 320mm front disc and a 220mm rear disc with dual channel ABS. And these are mounted on 17-inch wheels with a 110 section front and a 150 section rear tire. Now these are TVS Pro Torque tires, and in our previous experience they have proved to be fairly grippy and very reliable, be it on the track or on the road. So again, with good handling and good tires, the RS457 should make a fairly reliable and engaging riding package. Aprilia has given the RS457 all the bells and whistles. So it includes all LED lights, a fully digital DFT, ride-by-wire, 3 ride modes, 3 level of traction control and switchable ABS as well with Supermoto mode. But that's not it. Aprilia will also give your bike the smartphone connectivity feature as an accessory for an added premium. This could offer call and SMS notification, music control, ride statistics and even more. Now the last bit, and one of the most important and deciding factors for a motorcycle, that is its pricing. We think that Aprilia could price the RS457 somewhere between 4 to 4.5 lakh rupees. And the math behind that is pretty simple. Its first rival, the RC 390, it's manufactured here locally in India and is a single cylinder bike, so its asking price is around rupees 3.20 lakh. Whereas its other rival, the Ninja 400, it's a CBU unit and costs about rupees 5.24 lakh, and again it's also a parallel twin. So this is why we think the Aprilia could cost somewhere between 4 to 4.5 lakh rupees. But what do you expect its pricing to be? Let us know in the comments below. And now speaking of its launch details,
And for the ones that are eagerly waiting, the bookings will open very soon and the official launch could happen sometime in early 2024. Then Aprilia will also reveal the prices, and followed by that will be the deliveries for the tier 1 cities.
now Aprilia could also build 2 more bikes based on the same engine, the same platform. One could be a naked street fighter, possibly a Tuono, and one could be an ADV. And since Aprilia already has the Tuareg 660, we think it makes sense for the Italian marquee to bring the 400cc version of the Tuareg as well. And if it does, then it goes without saying the Aprilia Tuareg, the 400cc version, would rival the upcoming and one of the most anticipated bikes, the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, and probably the next generation of the KTM 390 Adventure as well.